What up? Geno V here. So I got something to talk about here. There's a phrase that a lot of people say that I've kind of been battling with for the last couple of years. The phrase being, everything happens for a reason. As a Catholic, that's a loaded phrase. No predestination stuff, or predetermination stuff, but yeah, it's just always something that I've struggled with because I have seen people make error after error, or something happened in their life that was tragic, tough, could be what a lot of people consider hitting rock bottom or some sort of pivotal turning point, but the issue's like right there, right? It's turning point. You have to turn. So I modify that phrase for everything happens for a reason if you make it happen for a reason. And the only difference between making it happen for a reason and not is learning. What do I mean by that? Learning from the thing, the event, the situation, the anything. If you grew as a person and you changed and became better in whatever way that means, physically better, healthier, emotionally more intelligent, your career progressed, your faith deepened, that's all better. But if you just get beat up by life and thrown around in the waves and you haven't learned anything, or you're the same person as you were before, then it was all for naught. It's like God giving you all these opportunities for growth, all these trials and tribulations, and you just get hit in the face and you say, well, it is what it is, I'm going to get hit again. I don't know. I think that's a waste of who you could be. And I'd argue it'd be a waste of who you are, but you're not that yet, right? That's the point. You're trying to strive for that. And so oftentimes when something impactful happens in my life, I have to remind myself, okay, X thing happened. One, I'm still alive. Thank you, Lord. I'm still breathing. I got all my limbs. I'm grateful for my family. You know, you got to get the important things that we take for granted out of the way. And then you go to, why'd that happen? What can I learn from that? And where do I go from here? Back in school, when I'd get a failing test grade, I was never good at math, which is funny because I went on to become an engineer, but another story. I was never good at math. And if ever, many times, I got back a really bad test grade, the way I was able to process it and kind of create my little box of learning in my head, because if I didn't, it would just run rampant with really cruel thoughts to myself and just mean, and, you know, feeling like a failure, and that, you know, at that age, that my parents wouldn't love me because I failed my test. So I came up with a system. The system therein being, okay, take some time to just emotionally feel what you're feeling, because that's super important. Nobody's saying bottle that up and never open it ever. No, take some time to feel it. Is it tough? Are you sad? Feel sad. There's a reason you feel that way, and it's probably because you know you did wrong, right? You got to feel that feeling. Running away from that or distracting yourself out of that feeling is cheating yourself from becoming the person that you could be. Flat. Humans are made to improve. Your nature and your system is telling you that you have an opportunity to improve. You can't distract yourself from the emotion. You got to take it head first. Okay, so I've spent 2 hours feeling bad about my test, realizing that I messed up, figuring out what I placed that was more important than that test, or my future in college and so forth. What I put ahead of that, which is probably video games, hanging out with friends, watching TV, all the things that I really shouldn't. Okay, so I felt my emotion. Step 2, what can I learn from this situation so it doesn't happen again? If I don't want it to happen again. Okay, I really don't want to fail more tests because it puts a lot of stuff in jeopardy. It disappoints my parents. It makes me feel really bad. It makes me feel like a dingus. So you learn, okay, what went wrong? Well, I was supposed to study an hour a day for the last 2 weeks on this one concept because I knew I was having trouble with it. I just couldn't quite get to it. Said, okay, what happened? Well, I got distracted by video games. All right, so let's talk to the parents and tell them, hey, I'm struggling with this concept specifically. Next time I'm in that state of mind, I'm going to come to you and I'm going to say, help me, because I can't handle this by myself. And lo and behold, my mom very quickly put in rules about no video games during the week, which, hey man, I hated it at the time, but it helped so much. So I don't blame her. Okay, so we've got our plan of attack. And the third and most important step is you're done. You're done. Put it in the box. Put it away. You have felt the emotion. You have not run away from how you felt. You fully analyzed how you feel, how much of it was warranted, how much of it wasn't. You took your punch. Okay, the wave hit you. You learned from the situation. You did the second step, which I feel like everybody misses these days. These days, I'm 26. Listen to me, I sound like a freaking old fogey. But everybody tends to miss the second step from what I can tell. Everybody does. Okay, so don't miss the second step. And once that's done, you have to realize, I can't let my brain keep making me feel bad about this because I'm done with this. I felt my emotion, I processed it, I learned from my situation, and I'm moving on. What up, jet skier? And I'm moving on. Why? Because if you let yourself get caught up in that, you're going to fail again on something different probably, but you're not moving on and growing as a person, and you're beating yourself up over nothing. Nothing. You already did everything. You did it. It's done. It's over. Dunzo. Box, put it away. And that's helped me so much. And I developed it when I was going through grade school, and I still do it to this day on social stuff, emotional stuff, relationships, work, philosophy, theology, literally all of it. Okay, I'm not doing the best. Feel the emotion. There's a reason you're feeling how you're feeling. Don't run away from it. Don't run away. I've seen too many friends in college and otherwise, when they feel that way, they immediately pursue X thing. Drinking, other stuff, hell, TV, travel. You're just running away. Don't do that. Don't run away from it. Embrace it, think through it, think about what's warranted, what's not, what's valid, what isn't, what you should be feeling bad about, what you shouldn't be feeling bad about. And after you've thought that through, go to the next step and learn from it. Grow. Learn. Be an actual human being with what you're doing. And then put it away and keep going with your life. Everything happens for a reason if you make it happen for a reason. I'm really fired up about this because it's been something that's helped me so much, and I just feel like a lot of people could use that kind of framework. And it's tough when you're in the middle of it. God, is it tough. That's where a lot of emotional intelligence kicks in, and you got to figure out how to process through your emotion and keep a logical head enough so that you can go through the steps. But what helps is that the first step's just feeling the emotion, which when something tragic happens, I don't know about you, but I definitely want to just feel sorry for myself, feel angry, feel sorry. Somebody does something that really frustrates me, I want to feel frustrated. It feels good. And that's fine for a time. And then you learn. And you change. And you move on. It's the only way I figured out how to do it. If I learn a better way to do it, I'll let you guys know. But it's helped me a lot. Not get stuck on the past. Not get stuck on my mistakes, to have learned and keep growing as a human being. If I'm the same person today that I was 4 years ago, 4 years since I graduated from college, I would feel like a failure. And I would be, in my mind. Right? If you're the same person that you were 50 years ago, 5 years ago, hell, even 6 months ago, you're not growing. You're not learning. You're not being a human being. We should be learning up until the point that we're not on this planet anymore. Anything less would be an absolute disservice to our Creator and our fellow man. We owe it to each other to be constantly improving. Everybody makes mistakes, but unfortunately not everybody learns from them. Take for it what you will. Everything happens for a reason if you make it happen for a reason. I've given you guys something of a framework here to work with. It's helped me immensely. I really think that it's kind of primo Geno. Oh no. Oh. God bless the world that I just figured that out. Primo Geno. You guys are going to be hearing that a lot more. Apologies in advance. I'm going to enjoy the view some more. You guys take it easy. Much love, guys. I'll catch you soon.